It's one of those like healthy meals that like doesn't taste overtly healthy. Like you still enjoy it. It's still very indulgent because it's got a lot of like good fats in there.
Exactly. If it tasted bad, I would be pissed. What's up guys, it's Kat and Dev from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another vegan recipe. Today we've got a lunch recipe for you, and we did one of our favorite happy little accidents, and it might just be meal prep.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you could like make each component of and just like leave it in the fridge, and then when you're ready to eat it, just build it.
I mean, that's pretty much what I did this morning.
Exactly. See, Devin, you meal prepped without even realizing it.
This is a very, very good recipe then, Catherine. What is it though?
We made a falafel farro bowl. It's essentially like a grain bowl with falafels and some veggies on top. It's really good and it's super simple to make.
I would say it's got like a hint of those Mediterranean flavors that you kind of like to play with. All right, so before we get into this recipe, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future vegan recipes every Sunday and whatever Wednesday is every other Wednesday. And without further ado, here's your meal prep for you.
To make your falafel farro bowl, we're first going to start off by cooking your farro. So just cook the farro according to your package instructions, or alternatively, you could cook it in a rice cooker like I am. Once that's cooked, you just want to set it aside and let it cool to room temperature. Next up, we're going to make a tomato cucumber salad for on top. So to a bowl, we want to add some olive oil with some white wine vinegar and a little bit of salt and pepper, and then just mix that until it's nice and combined. Then we're going to add in some diced cucumber, tomatoes, fresh parsley, and we're just going to toss that until it's nice and combined and set that aside. Then we're going to make our tahini dressing. So to a bowl, we're going to add some hummus, some tahini, Dijon mustard, lemon juice or apple cider vinegar, maple syrup, 2 to 4 tablespoons of water. Start on the low end first and then add more if you need to thin it out, and then a little bit of salt and pepper. So we're just gonna mix that all together and then take a look at the consistency. If it's pourable, you're good. If you want it a little thinner, add a little bit more water. Then we're just going to set that aside. And now we're just gonna make our falafel. So you can make a homemade falafel. We do have an option on the blog. We will link it down below. But I'm just using store-bought falafel to make this nice, quick, and simple. So I'm just gonna take the falafel out of the package and heat it up according to the package. I'm just putting mine in the oven until they're nice and crispy and warm. To a bowl, we're gonna add some farro. Then we're gonna add some of our chopped salad that we made, our crispy baked falafel. Then we're gonna drizzle it with our delicious tahini dressing. And finally, you can sprinkle with some sesame seeds if you want, and add in a wedge of a pickle or some diced pickles, but that's completely optional if you'd like. So my goal for September content is that it's all super simple recipes, like either one pot meals or like quick and easy like meal preps you could do, or lunches and stuff like that. So I think that checks these boxes, right? This recipe?
I would agree. This was very simple. I like it. I haven't tried it yet, but I like it.
Did you use farro in yours? Oh, you got farro.
I will tell you though, it was on the top shelf and it was pushed all the way back, but I found it. And again, Catherine, another solid dressing, because we all know the key to any bowl or salad or life is the dressing slash sauce.
The dressing just like has to bring it all together. Like you can add whatever you want to a bowl, but the dressing has to marry all those flavors together. Oh, so good. It's got a good amount of protein from the falafel and the farro. Farro is a good source of protein. Lots of healthy fats in here.
Oh my goodness, Catherine.
I know.
This is a healthy meal prep, simple lunch recipe.
Right? Who am I?
I don't know.
Is it January?
I mean, I'm not mad about it.
No, I'm not mad about it at all. But like to me, like it's one of those like healthy meals that like doesn't taste overtly healthy. Like you still enjoy it. It's still very indulgent because it's got a lot of like good fats in there.
Exactly. If it tasted bad, I would be pissed.
I've been discovering a lot of new grains lately. And I'm really liking them. Like Farro's one of them that I love. And then I don't know, I think it's called Frike. Also delicious. There's a lot of really good grains out there.
Well, I mean, there we go. That's what we're going to have to talk about in the comments then. Let's talk about your favorite grains.
Yeah, those bases to bowls. Demo, what's your favorite grain?
I knew you were going to ask that. So wildly unprepared for my own question. My favorite grain. Honestly, it's probably just going to be rice.
Rice, it's a classic. You know, you can't go wrong.
It's just so comforting, and you can cook it so many good ways.
Do you have a favorite rice?
Oh, gosh.
I know there's
probably
so many
basmati.
Basmati?
Mm-hmm.
Basmati is a good one. Basmati or like a jasmine, so good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite?
The one I use the most is probably brown rice. Just because it's like it's the one I use for like default rice. Like if I just need a rice, I use brown rice. But I love a good like sticky rice. Like
Ooh, yes.
Those are one of my favorites.
So why don't we do in the comments tell us your favorite grain, and also tell us like how you like to cook it or use it.
Mm-hmm.
There. And we can all help each other out. As usual, the recipe will be linked in the description box below. Go check it out. There's also a link to our podcast. It's called, it says on my shirt, Camera Eats First. You can't tell what it says, but that's what it says. It comes out every Monday, everywhere that you get podcasts. We talk about veganism, we talk about how we run our blog and how we make our recipes, and we keep you up to date on trending news topics in the vegan world. So go give it a listen and share it with somebody who might enjoy. There's also a link to our patron community. Our patrons are a lovely group of people who help support the work that we do, and in exchange we give them some bonus content, like they got this bowl yesterday, or if you're a mukbanger, you get a mukbang once a month. So if you're able to support us, we really appreciate it. But if not, that's okay. Give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share it with somebody who also might want a simple meal prep, healthy lunch. And we're good to go.
Yeah. I'm gonna go eat my bowl now. Not
yeah,
the bowl.
No, really, I just
want
to be able to eat in peace.
What did you say?
I want to eat in peace.
Yeah, I know. My bowl is so full of like seasonal flavors. Like I've got the cucumbers are from my garden. The parsley is from my garden. So many garden things. The tomatoes could be from my garden, but they're not.
I got the parsley from my garden too.
Wow, look at that.